Hey there, pioneers, and welcome to Flag Salute. Today is Friday, November 6th, 2020, and we are so excited to be with you here again for another Friday. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remove hats, caps, and hoods. Anything else that might be on your head. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Stay standing. It is time for our school song. Hit it, Mr. Riley.
Oh, the pioneers, to you will be true. Forging ahead, we'll go to learn all things new. We will remember you, Isabel Barnett, a place to learn and grow. We never shall forget. We do the right thing, take pride in who we are. We hold to our dreams and reach for the stars. Home of the pioneers, to you will be true. Forging ahead, we'll go to learn all things new. We will remember you, Isabel Barnett, a place to learn and grow. We never shall forget. We never shall forget. Have a good day, everybody.
Awesome job, Mr. Riley. Thank you so much for another amazing week of performances. All right, guys, it's time for announcements, and I am so excited to announce that we have our final tally for the Unfundraiser. Drum roll, please. We were able to raise $5,500. Woo! That is incredible. We just want to say thank you so much to all of our families and all of our friends who were able to support us with this fundraiser. We know it is a really tough time for a lot of our families, and any and all support that you were able to provide is so very much appreciated. Our PTO already pulled a prank with the teachers this week and decorated my office, so I'm sure you guys saw that video. With the $5,000 mark being hit, it is time for some Pioneer Pal trickery. I don't know what he's up to, but I hope he's out pranking the teachers this week and not me. So stay tuned. As soon as Pioneer Pal is up to no good, we'll get that video and send it right out to every one of you. So thank you once again to our families for supporting this fundraiser, and of course to our PTO for putting all of it together. We greatly appreciate you. Also, I wanted to say awesome job to everybody last week who posted their storybook character costumes. We saw you, the books that you were representing, and it was pretty incredible. So thank you to everybody who posted those videos too, and your pictures. We loved seeing you in your costumes. Last but not least, I would like to announce that the PTO virtual book fair is being postponed. We were hoping that it was going to start today, but unfortunately, we do not have a parent who can chair that committee, and it just is something that our PTO cannot take on this at this time without a parent volunteer. So if you're a parent out there and you'd love to support us with the PTO virtual book fair, we would love to have you, and we need your help. So please reach out to myself, to any member of our PTO, anyone on our admin team, or your teacher, and let them know that you're interested in volunteering, and we'd love to get you that information so that we can give our students that opportunity. All right, next up, Mr. Graniel, I think you have an exciting announcement for us.
I do. So next week, next Wednesday, we are giving everyone the day off. And it's a very, very important day. So yay! So next week on November 11th, it's a really important day. It is Veterans Day. And on behalf of everyone here at Isabel Barnett, we want to thank all of you, family members who have served in the past or are serving now in the armed forces. We'd like to thank you and remember you on this very special day. So we all salute you and thank you so much for your service. And now I'd like to pass it off to Mrs. Budwine and Mr. Fox with some very important Student Council announcements.
Good morning, Pioneers. I'm Ms. Budwine. I am one of the co-advisors for student council this year, and I wanted to announce the 5th grade student council members. From Mrs. Elias's class, we have Fiona de la Casa and Lincoln Ramirez. From Mr. Fox's class, Bo Holdstein and Valentina Johnson. From Mrs. Soto Hernandez's class, Eliana Dodick and Eliana Jones. Finally, from my class, Ms. Budwine's class, we have Adora Levin. So thank you so much to all who applied, and it is going to be a wonderful year. Congratulations to all our student council members. Have a great day, Pioneers.
Good morning, Pioneers. My name is Mr. Fox, and I, along with Mrs. Budwine, am your student council advisor. I am very happy to announce your 4th grade representatives for the 2020-2021 school year. In Mrs. Kiefer's class, we have Deegan Strehorn and Katie Minter. Mrs. Sue Vanlassi's representatives are Katie Paladin and Olivia Monegro. Mrs. Udell's class, we have Maddie Jeffrey and Lean Sharab. Mrs. Young's representative is Madeline Fox. And Mr. York's representatives are Owen Schwank and Matthew Nguyen. I'd like to congratulate everybody that will be a representative this year, but I also want to thank everybody that went out. I'm looking forward to a great rest of the year, and I hope to see you real soon.
Thank you, Mrs. Budwine and Mr. Fox. And now we're going to pass it off and hand it off to Mrs. Jessica.
Hi, friends. I hope you are all doing well. We have a new theme for the month of November. It's the attitude of gratitude. And I would like to invite all guardians and adults and parents to come to a coffee with the social worker on Tuesday, November 17th at 8:30 a.m. And if we can talk about if your kid has a bad-attitude, how to change it into gratitude. Teachers, I would also like you to participate in my classroom lesson. Look out for it. I'll be pushing it out soon, and you can be entered into win a prize. What kind of prizes do I like? Surprises!
Surprise!
Yeah! All right. Miss Sherry.
Hi, good morning, Pioneers. I hope you all had an amazing week. I just wanted to thank all of the boys and girls who've been showing up to Friendship Room and Lunch Bunch. I've had so much fun hanging out with you guys and playing games. I also have enjoyed getting to know my new kinders. They've been coming to Lunch Bunch the last couple of weeks, and we've been having a great time. So as Miss Jessica mentioned, the theme this month is gratitude. So I'm going to be hosting a gratitude scavenger hunt on Monday, November 9th in the Friendship Room. And everybody who participates will be entered into a drawing. And the winner from each grade level will get a special surprise. And what we're going to do for kinders, since they don't come to Lunch Bunch, or they don't come to Friendship Room, during Lunch Bunch, I'll have a scavenger hunt for them as well. And I will be picking one winner from each class.
Wow.
So I hope to see you all there next week. I can't wait. Bye, Pioneers.
Thank you so much, Miss Jessica and Miss Sherry. We appreciate your support, and I hope everyone makes it to that coffee with the social worker. She's always got great things to share, and you don't want to have a bad attitude and miss that. All right, next up, it's time for birthdays with Mrs. Belk.
All right, Pioneers, ready? Hands up. I've got some tricky names this week, so if I mispronounce your name, I apologize in advance. Here we go, everybody. On November 7th in Mr. Maurer's class, we have a birthday going out to Lang Ung. Also on the 7th in Mrs. Smith's class, we have Morgan Weatherly. On November 9th in Mrs. Young's class, we have Nathaniel Bergen. On the 9th in Mrs. Peterson's class, we have Hayden Marshall. Also in Mrs. Peterson's class on the 9th, we have Eris Norman. On the 10th of November, celebrating the birthday of Miss Grakowski's class, we have Isaiah, oh boy, here we go, Katnang. Hope I got that right. All right, on the 11th in Mrs. Payne's room, we have Veronica Calderon. On the 11th in Mrs. Ayers' class, we have Karis Cassie. On the 11th in Mrs. Walton's class, we have Aiden Vaught. On the 11th in Mrs. Schlemmer's class, we have two birthdays. It looks like it might be twins, Maple Moyer and Rose Moyer. Happy birthday. On the 12th of November in Mr. Fox's class, we have Bo Holstein. On the 12th in Mrs. Miles and Mrs. Garcia's class, we have Melissa, oh boy, Hua? Hope I said that right, Hua, all right. Then on the 12th in Mrs. Simon's class, we have Elena Christensen. And Mrs. Giustiani's class on the 12th, we have Braden Cranford. And in Mrs. Simon's class on the 12th, we have Derek. All right, here we go. Ian Nakari. Happy birthday. I hope I got those names right, everybody. Okay, jokes. I have some friends helping me with jokes lately. So this joke comes to me from a student in Mr. Fox's class, Miss Vishnu Yalagarda, if I even said that right, too. She helped me out with some jokes. So here we go.
We're ready.
You ready? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
You might get this one. I don't know. You guys are getting pretty smart. Do you know why the cat was kicked out of the computer room?
I have an idea.
I bet you
Know why?
do. Because he played with the mouse.
Ah!
Thank you for our joke.
Oh, I thought it was because there were so many mice in there. Because in a
Ooh,
computer
that's a
lab,
good
there
one too.
are so many. Great job, Vishnu, and thank you, Mrs. Bout. All right, guys, it is time for Student of the Week. And we are so excited to announce the students who received Student of the Week this week. So we're going to have Mr. Graniel bring it up for us so we can see our slides. Get your hands up, get ready, because we are going to rock and roll through all of these kiddos. All right, first up, Student of the Week, congratulations in Miss Smith's class, David Simpson. David is inquisitive and has a cute little sense of humor. Next up, in Mrs. Dickey's class, Jeanette Toda and Carter Richardson. Jeanette is showing super growth in reading and is writing nicely. Carter works hard and it shows. He has made amazing progress in writing and reading. In Mrs. Marabato's class, Carter Lamb and Logan Fisher. Carter amazes us with how hard he is working. He is a great reader and is impressing everyone with his work on Kids A to Z. Logan has been impressive with his reading too. He is always giving amazing answers in class meetings. From Mrs. Martell's class, Austin Polson and Tessa Fistonich. Austin is an awesome writer. He comes to class prepared and his smile is contagious. Tessa has made great progress in reading and is always participating. Next up from Mrs. Peterson's class, Wyatt Barkheimer and Kenna Navarro. Wyatt is always cheering on his classmates and participating with thumbs up and emojis. Kenna is always excited about learning and is so much fun to teach. Awesome job, Kinders. Next up from Mrs. Graykowski's class, Addison Heichnall. Addison is such a hard worker. She is always on time and the first one to raise her hand to participate. In Mrs. Hooten's class, Isabel Jimenez. Isabel works really hard in class. She raises her hand when she wants to participate and always has a great smile on her face. From Mrs. Giustiani's class, Ethan Wynn. Ethan brings a smile and a wonderful attitude to school every day. He is a thinker who knows when to ask for clarification and help. Wow, that's awesome. From Mrs. Schlemmer's class, Andrew Noble and Jaden Rodriguez. Awesome job to both of you. You are both always prepared every week. Keep up the great work. From Mrs. Simon's class, Michael Pano. Michael tried his hardest during writing and went for it. Way to go, Michael. Those are our first graders. Awesome job to you. Next up from Mrs. Ayers' class, Logan Heitzman. Logan always has amazing and interesting scientific facts to share during the class meets and reading. Nice job. Next from Mrs. Camacho's class, Cora Clark. Cora is an amazing second grader. She always has a smile and she is always ready to learn. From Mrs. Miles and Mrs. Garcia's class, Andra Myers. Andra is an amazing tech helper. She always pays attention and she's eager to answer and share her ideas. From Mrs. White's class, Amelia Rojas. Amelia always does her best. She's super organized and she is always willing to help her classmates. Nice job, second graders. From Mr. Mauer's class, Eli Hernandez. Eli is an engaged and motivated learner. He provides excellent insight during class discussions. Nice job, Eli. From Mrs. Payne's class, Cameron Soriano. The students of Team 26, selected Cameron because he's always ready to learn, he's kind, he smiles in meetings, he knows his division facts, and he continues to get all of his work done. Wow, that's a lot. Next up from Mr. Riley's class, Kalia Johnson and Brooklyn Barbero. Kalia is always positive and striving for excellence. She persists in all kinds of problem solving. Brooklyn has been working so hard and is so dedicated to doing her best with a positive attitude. Awesome job, guys. Next up from Mrs. Slokowski's class, Griffin Reynoso. Awesome job, Griffin, writing narratives. You included so many details and you were super creative. Here we go from Mrs. Kiefer's class, Brooke McCaverty and Jaden Keel. Brooke is an outstanding student that always chooses to challenge herself. Her positive attitude makes her a standout. Jaden is one of the hardest workers in his class. He's doing a fantastic job in math, never giving up and showing wonderful growth. That's incredible. Next up from Mrs. Subin Lossie's class, Max Roberts, Paris Paladin, and Lily Stevens. These kiddos are showing a positive attitude and working hard. They always come to class with smiles on their faces. Next up from Mrs. Udell's class, Lean Sharab, Landon Romero, and Dylan Moore. Lean, Landon, and Dylan make an effort to show up, learn, and complete their work. We are so proud of each of them. From Mr. York's class, Austin Lundy. Austin has given great effort, especially in writing. He has shown consistent participation, and he is always prepared to learn. From Mrs. Young's class, Nate Bergen. Nate always gives his best effort at completing assignments and is genuinely concerned about doing his best and making progress. Great job, Nate. Next up in 5th grade from Ms. Budwine's class, Nick Mercado and London Rabrovich. Nick is always welcoming to everyone. He is so helpful, he participates, and he works hard with everything. London is one of the best in that class for participation. She knows great critical thinking and attention to detail. Nice job, guys. Next up from Mrs. Elias's class, Fiona De La Casa and Shane Peterson. Fiona thoroughly completes all assignments and does top-notch work. Shane is a stellar mathematician, and he is always communicating his thoughts and questions to his teacher. Way to go, guys. From Mr. Fox's class, Vishnu Yarlagada. Vishnu is pretty funny and is always willing to help a student in need. She is so positive and incredibly helpful. Awesome job, Vishnu. Next up from Mrs. Soto Hernandez's class, Amira Abdullahdaifa. Amira, I am so sorry. I think I might have said that wrong. Please tell me how it's pronounced. I would appreciate it. And Ben Dieter. Amira and Ben model responsibility and take pride in their work every single day. Keep it up. Next up from Mr. Lazo's class, Carson Rubel. Carson is caring, amazing, respectful, sweet, outstanding, and he's a NASCAR lover. Nice job, Carson. Next up from Ms. Perez, Preston Tran. Preston works so hard while he is at school. His happy presence in his classroom is making everyone's day so much brighter. Way to go, Preston. Last but not least, from Mrs. Mannion, Gabby Gutierrez. Gabby always tries her very best. Awesome job to all of our students of the week. We are so proud of each and every one of you. Oh my goodness, Pioneer, we forgot one class and they're students of the week and we don't want to miss them. Put your hands up for Mrs. Walton's class, Jace Phillips and Tessa Heiler. Both Jace and Tessa come to their Zoom meets on time and are always ready to learn. Jace and Tessa always do neat and careful work. Those are model pioneers. Great job, guys. Woo! Boys and girls, it has been such a long flag salute. We are so proud of you for all that you are doing, and we cannot wait to continue to share with you next week. Have a great weekend, Pioneers.